What's up, guys? In today's video we'll be going over risk tolerance and risk management, and how to calculate risk. So pretty much just a crash course on all things about risk in trading. So to start, we'll go over actually today's trade, which was a 1-to-3 ratio, so pretty good trade. All these terms and everything I'll be going over in a different video. Probably the next video will just be going over all the terms you guys need to know. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of give small descriptions of everything. So to start, we'll just go straight into how to calculate risk. So first, I just want to get it out that everyone's risk tolerance is going to be different. Mine versus yours is going to be completely different. What I'm willing to risk is going to be way different than what you're willing to risk, and vice versa. So my recommendation is just to risk anywhere from 0.5% to 2% of your overall account. What do I mean by that? If you say, let's say you have a $100,000 account, what I mean is only risk per trade 1% of your overall account, meaning when you lose a trade, you will only lose 1%, which in the case of a $100,000 account would be $1,000, right? And obviously the ratio applies to any account size, $10,000 account, $20,000 account, $1,000 account, which is why I recommend, if you're going to be trading, to trade more than just $1,000, because your risk is just not going to be proper. And I'll go over this later in more of like the mental side of trading, rules and all that stuff that you guys really gonna have to drill into your brains, because a lot of trading is just following rules. A lot of people focus too much on a strategy, and they don't realize that strategies are great and all, but the biggest part of trading is just sticking to your rules. If you can stick to your rules and be patient, then you'll be 100% successful in this space. So let's go over today's trade just to give an example of how to calculate risk. Because this is probably the biggest struggle I had when I first started trading futures, was how do I know what I'm buying? How do I know what I'm selling? How do I know how much I'm going to lose or how much I'm going to make? So the simplest way to do this is just like so. For example, today's trade, we entered at 4817.75. This was the entry. So I'm going to link this in the Discord. You want to come up to this. Okay, this is going to be the savior of your account. So it's very easy to use. Futures risk calculator. All you do, account size, very simple. Whatever you're trading with, your overall account, your entire portfolio, you type that number here. Whether it's 100,000, whether it's 10,000, whether it's $100, you're gonna type this here. Okay, your risk percentage. I recommend you guys, if you're very new, keep it like this. If you're very new, 0.5%. Just get the basics down. If you somewhat know what you're doing, 1%, totally fine. Perfect. 1% is what I recommend for everyone, honestly. So all we do, we go down here. This right here is our entry, right? This gray number here, 4817.75. All you do is you type that in here, right? Very easy. Now stop loss. I haven't gone over the terms yet. I said I'll do this in another video, so you guys will understand all this. So I recommend honestly watching the next video after you watch this video, and then coming back to this video so you understand this video a little bit better. But just to explain stop loss, essentially stop loss is a order that you place in so that when price hits a certain point, you only lose what you're willing to lose. Basically, stop loss's job is to prevent you from losing more than you're willing to risk. So they're very important. Everyone needs to use their stop loss. I don't care how good you are at trading, everyone uses a stop loss. So our stop was placed right here. Again, in the next video I'll go over all these terms so that you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But for now, just know that a stop loss is to prevent you from losing more money than you want. So our stop loss was placed at this low of day right here. which happens to be 4815. So you come back into here, type this in, 4815. Very easy. We are obviously buying, right? We're going long in the market. So we would press buy, and this tells us for a $100,000 account, you're going to be risking $962 if you buy 7 contracts. So you would buy 7 contracts, right? And remember, I said this in the last video, how to trade on TradingView. Very easy. Limit order, trade, buy 7 contracts. When price comes down to this position, your order will be filled. Then you place your stop loss here, right? And that's it. So, as you can see, we were pretty close to getting stopped out, actually. A couple ticks away, actually. But we didn't. Both of our tick profits got hit. Very good day, honestly. I was in at 0.5% risk, and I made 1.2% today. So, not bad. Pretty much a 1 to 3. Obviously I take partials, so it's not exactly 1 to 3. But that's pretty much a crash course, like super simple on how to calculate risk. It's super easy. And same thing vice versa. If you want to sell, you just press this button instead. But obviously if you're selling, it's going to look like this, right? Something like this. You know, your stop loss here, whatever. Take profits don't matter yet. Only thing that matters is entry and stop loss. And all of that I will be alerting live in the voice channels, and I will be sending out in the text channels. The stop loss and the entry. So all of that will be notified before. There will be certain cases where I won't have time to calculate my own risk. So you will be seeing me take more of market orders, which I talked about in the last video. In those cases, it'll be a little different. Obviously, you won't have time to calculate your risk, so this is why over time you'll kind of get used to your normal position size. Even though every trade is different, a lot of times you'll be noticing you'll be using around the same range of contracts. So you'll kind of get a feel for, you know, what your normal position size will be. So in those cases where we don't have time to, you know, calculate your risk with the website, you're going to have to take market orders and just kind of estimate around what your risk wants to be. Let's say your average, like for this trade, you know, you're taking 7 contracts. Let's say you didn't know what your contract is going to be. Just go what you think it would be, and then go like 2 to 3 contracts less, you know, or even just 2 contracts less, depending on your account size. Obviously, the larger the account, it's going to be a way different number. But smaller accounts, I would say definitely just keep your risk small. That's my biggest thing, would just be keep your risk small. And like I said, all these terms and everything that I'm saying in this video, I'll be going over in the next. Next video will just be purely terms, and then we're going to get into more of the strategies, everything else like that. We're also going to get into the other parts of trading. Mainly, like, I'll get into daily biases, mentality, strategy, how to, you know, actually trade, because that's what you guys are here for, is how to actually trade. I'll go over terms, all that good stuff. So next few videos will be good. These are just kind of the more technical videos, kind of the little more boring videos. But trust me, they're still super important. Like, trust me on this. Like, these videos are honestly one of the most important videos that you guys are going to be watching, because these are just like the basics, like the foundations of everything you're going to be learning is all in these videos. So we'll be getting out more videos definitely before the Discord goes live. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, we're going to be in the next videos going over terms, daily bias, mentality, strategies. We'll have a couple more videos on risk. And I think I want to do a special kind of like video on funded accounts, and kind of my experience with them and how to pass funded accounts, because they are different than live accounts. And I know that once you guys start learning more about trading, you're going to be intrigued by funded accounts, because they're pretty interesting, the concept behind them, and very beneficial to beginner traders that don't have a lot of capital, because a lot of you guys are in school. You don't have $100,000 to just start trading with. So these funded accounts are going to be super beneficial to you guys. And I mean, this is where you make serious money from these funded accounts. I mean, this is where I've got 5-figure monthly payouts. I mean, it's crazy to say, but it's really interesting. So I'll go over that. Those are going to be the future videos. We're going to be posting a lot. And yeah, I just hope you guys stick with the mentorship, and that'll be it for this video.